Hey guys, here's here, and I've had the Galaxy S7 Edge for 5 months now, and here's why it is my favorite Android phone out right now. The most immediate and apparent aspect of the S7 Edge is easily the design. Striking is a good word to describe it, but luxurious is what I think fits it best. The metal rails around the sides are smooth, sturdy, and clean, while the glass on the front and back is eye-catching, light-reflecting, and attention-getting. It may be quite prone to fingerprints, for sure, and might be slippery at times, but it's a design that Samsung's really seem to have figured out. Even the camera hump from last year has been greatly reduced. The Edge itself provides an impressive sense of flow to the device. Somehow a metal and glass phone seems like one premium hybrid material, and that, paired with the flow of the screen itself, makes it a super immersive experience when you're handling it. I've always liked the physical home button that Samsung puts in their phones, and this year's works well for waking up the device, unlocking it consistently and quickly with the fingerprint scanner, launching the camera, initiating Google Now on tap, and finally closing apps. Capacitive buttons flank the home button, which saves precious screen real estate, so A+ there. Gone from past iterations is the IR blaster on the top of the phone, but restored is expandable storage with a combo SIM and SD card slot. On the right side we have a single power button, countered by two volume buttons on the left, which are nicely spaced and equally tactile and clicky. The bottom houses the headphone jack, micro USB port, and a single, pretty mediocre speaker that will suffice for basic audio playback, but it won't be impressing anybody. Now the screen itself is an absolutely stunning, top-of-the-line 5.5-inch 2K Super AMOLED display. I'm certainly someone who would be satisfied with a 1080p display, but I'm not going to complain with a 2K display either, as long as it doesn't sip power or drain performance. With a massive 3600 mAh battery, I definitely get through a full day of use with my typical heavy loads of music, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, texting, and YouTube. I wouldn't really get through the second day or into the second day, but getting through one day is an accomplishment in today's smartphones and with today's standards, so I give battery life a thumbs up. And with fast charging and fast wireless charging, I give this 2 thumbs up for battery. Performance, like I said, was solid, as it should be in 2016 with the Snapdragon 820 and 4 gigs of RAM. From opening the camera to streaming video to playing games, it was generally a hiccup-free experience. I did have more app crashes or freezes from Google services such as YouTube than I would expect, but it wasn't anything too predominant or common. Overall, if you want a pretty consistent performer and something that just works well, the S7 Edge, like a lot of flagships that you'll see these days, is a good option. Now, one of the new features of the S7 Edge is water resistance. If you haven't seen my water test where I went swimming with this, I would definitely recommend watching that. It's pretty impressive. I don't know how needed water resistance is for everyone. For some, it'll be a life-saving feature. For others, it'll just be nice to have. And for others, not needed at all. But it is a nice feature to have, no doubt. Then there are the shooters. 5 megapixel f1.7 on the front and 12 megapixels f1.7 on the back with optical image stabilization and 4K video. The photos from this camera are terrific. Detailed, vibrant, sharp, and overall very impressive images. If there's one area of weakness, it might be in color accuracy. It tends to produce a warmer image, a lot of times favoring yellows, especially when compared to the very natural and realistic colors of an iPhone. But this is really a top-of-the-line camera, and it very well may be the top 2 or 3 on the market. And finally, there's TouchWiz, which is on top of Android 6.0.1 for me. Now, I personally don't mind TouchWiz on here. There's a lot of cool features that I like to use, such as the really nice multitasking. I like the keyboard and the clipboard managing. Everybody has their own personal preference, but I do like TouchWiz on this Galaxy S7 Edge. It's not my favorite. I probably would prefer stock Android, but I still do like it. I do like what it has to offer. So that is the Galaxy S7 Edge. I think it's one of the most premium experiences that are out there. The addition of the water resistance makes it a really cool phone. Its beauty makes it really stunning to the eye. And overall, it performs great. The screen is fantastic, the performance is really good, and the cameras are top notch. The only thing that isn't good would be maybe the speaker. But apart from that, this is a flagship phone that looks and performs like a flagship. Thank you very much for watching this review. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.